questions.
Connor, you had a great weekend winning. How are you preparing for the upcoming duel against Nebraska?
I'm doing the same stuff I did last week. I'm just doing it a little bit harder, a little bit smarter, you know. Also, both of you guys, I misspoke yesterday, and I said there was 3 weights that we didn't win, and I meant 2. I looked back, and I read the article, and I was like, shoot, I screwed that up, so.
At Media Day, I asked a bunch of your teammates who they would consider kind of flying under the radar, who do people need to keep an eye on, and every single one said you this year and last year. Why do you think that is?
Just raw sex appeal. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I try to come in and do what I'm supposed to do what I'm asked, and I try not to complain a whole bunch, and I guess maybe some of the guys see that and they like that sort of thing. I try to bring a good energy, and I try to bring a level of discipline, and I've always been a leader of leading by example. I've never really been a huge outspoken leader. Well, as far as in the weight room, I'm super outspoken in the weight room. I love lifting weights, but in other workouts and things, I'm more of a lead by example, and maybe some of the guys are seeing that and picking it up. So.
How does it feel to know that they all named you?
Oh, that's pretty cool. That definitely gives me some fuel. I try not to let my head get too big. I just try to brush it off and stay humble. But it is very cool that they're acknowledging me. And I'll tell you what, I could rattle off about 20 guys that I would feel the same way towards them on this team. So pretty cool.
Talk about fuel, being back from injury this year. How ready are you to get back into the swing of things, whether it be duels and Hilton or being on the road, just this season in general?
How ready am I? I'd say I'm just about as ready as I can be. I think as far as that term ready, that's a never-ending thing. Because you can always be more ready. You could always be slacking or something. So, it just kind of depends. But I try my best to prepare and do what I can, make sure I'm healthy. You asked me about my injury too. I got to be a lot smarter than I used to be. I'm not. I don't have the knees that I used to have. So, got to kind of play things a little smarter. I got to turn down some takedowns, or some days it's just I need to take a rest day. So I don't know. That answers your question.
What's your mindset when you step onto the mat? You had a 20 or second period tech fall in the finals against the top 20 opponent. What's your mindset every time you step on the mat?
I was just telling, I can't remember who I was talking to about that, but I was just talking about it. I get really, really kind of not, I guess it'd be nervous, like real shaky before matches. And in my mind, I say a prayer. I would say how grateful I am. Just kind of take a moment of silence and just really take a couple deep breaths. And then when I step on the mat, it's kind of like I forget everything. And I just well, of course, everybody knows I got the worst eyesight on the team. So I can't really, I just kind of, maybe I rely on that a little bit, and I don't look too deep into my opponent or too deep into the score or too deep into the environment, and I just I look down, I put my foot on the line, I see the line across from me, and I'm just like, hey, it's time to go. And whoever steps in front of me, it's time to go regardless of outside factors, whatever. So